A look now at the starting lineups brought to you by State Farm. First for the Hawks, Teague out there with Anthony Morrow. And holding down the middle, a tremendously hard-working and versatile big man out of the Dominican Republic, Al Horford. Then there's Kyle Korver, and it's Smith in at the 4 slot. And for Indiana, Hill and George, they're manning the backcourt. And starting 7'2", one of the true giants in the game, another great big man out of Georgetown, Roy Hibbert. Then there's Danny Granger, and it's West in at the 4. Granger misses.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And the rebound goes to Danny Granger.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
That's tipped. West kicks to George. Back to West. 6 on the shot clock. Drains it from 17 feet out. On defense, Indiana. The dish to Korver. Into Al Horford. And Hibbert with the block. Right side, George. And that one's good.
Creating that kind of shot in close is really your primary objective every possession.
Here's Teague. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, Steve and Clark, what do you think?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. They established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
Now Augustine. Jeff Teague missing from long range. Here's Green. Here's Hansbrough. Green, a second chance effort. It's hauled in by Smith.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Williams can't get it to go. And here's Indiana. Augustine up top, covered by Smith. Green gets it to go. Green's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Pacers.
You know, Kevin, they were a step late on their defensive rotation, and that helped them get right to the rim.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Mahina. West comes in for Tyler Hansbrough. Paul George, he's checked in for Danny Granger. And George Hills subbed in for Green. Atlanta also making some changes here. Al Horford is checked in for Ivan Johnson. Korver comes in for Josh Smith. And it's Teague in for Devin Harris. Pachulia the pass to Williams. The three-pointer is right on target. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Hill kicks it to West. No good with the elbow jumper.
That's a look that he'll never pass up, the one he'll usually never miss.
And that'll do it for the first half. Game beginning, both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
You know, the Pacers had that 4 or 5 year stretch where things went south after that brawl in the Palace. But if you look at their team now, the last couple of years, they've really built a strong young core. And it's paid off. They're becoming one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference.
Hill dishes to Granger. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hibbert. Nice second effort. Good job staying with it. Hibbert's got the first basket of the second half here for the Pacers.
You know, Hibbert was a guy that you weren't sure if he would pan out as a center in the NBA. He had a nice career at Georgetown, but what he's done is he's developed his game year in and year out. He's gotten better every season. Good footwork, strong body, knows how to use that body to score around the basket.
Yeah, he's got excellent touch and really can use both hands with the jump hook. But what he really does well and where he's really grown the most is on defense. When you see a guy his size blocking shots and changing shots without fouling the way he does, that's a real presence inside.
Indiana leading. And Steve, you're right about Clark. If you're a Pacer fan, you have to like the direction this team is headed. A lot of talent, Clark, in a lot of spots.
Well, keeping all that talent will be a concern at some point, but right now they are young, and have depth, so you can't ask for much more if you're a fan of the team. A lot of promise looking ahead.
17 seconds left in the third quarter. Hill kicks it to West. Lets it go from 11. Good. Huge shot there, and the crowd, Clark, knows it.
Complete euphoria there, Kevin. They're going crazy.
Talk about some happy people, man. These fans are fired up.
Gets it to go.
Whoa, that's a big shot right there.
And that one really took the air out of this crowd.
Kevin, the silence is deafening.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. The Hawks on top, up by 1. And we're coming back in just a moment. Williams against Green. Augustine grabs the board. Pacers shooting about 42% so far. Granger misses.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Here's Pachulia. Yes!
And that had to feel good.
Yeah, he exhaled as that one went down.
A lot is on the line here.
Boy, how about the intensity and focus of the crowd here?
So loud in this place. Here's Green. Money! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Big mistake not having more defensive pressure on him out there.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They better get a move on. Outside Williams. He feeds it to Pachulia. Williams, guarded by Green. Johnson right side. Shot clock at 6. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Hansbrough. Can't cash in. Here's Smith. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. Greg Gill. Well, if you love great competition and neck-and-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. And it's the Hawks to start out. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Hill kicks it to West. Over Smith. West can't hit. And Atlanta has possession. It's stolen by Hill. For the finish. Money!
And there's been zero effort defensively by both these clubs tonight.
And don't let that high score fool you. I mean, it's a product of poor defense more than great offense.
And here's Korver from the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back.
Watch out! Oh, what a throwdown there. Man! That's taking it strong right there.
Yeah, finishing in style.
You can feel a sense of anticipation when he heads for the hoop because that's what he can do.
And that replay sponsored by Sprite, giving us a great look at that one. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And he can't convert on the second. That misses. Outside Williams. The tray. Bullseye! Here's Hill. And so it's the Hawks.